small branch was suddenly taken by a dog during its morning jog. He kept explaining that he wasn't a branch but a person, but no one could hear him. The dog simply carried him back to its owner. Just as the branch was about to be thrown, a hand stopped it. It turned out the dog wasn't on a leash, so the owners had to leave the park, and the branchman was casually tossed aside by a security guard. The moment he tried to leave, a girl picked him up again. She and her friends threw the branches into the river to see whose would float faster. The branchman panicked in the water, struggling until he realized he could actually float. So he lay back, drifting leisurely along, without noticing he was moving faster and farther away. By the time he wanted to return to the shore, it was already too late. He went over a water wheel and fell downstream. During his drifting, he rescued a big fish caught on a hook, and used the hook to jump back onto the shore. But he had barely taken a few steps before he was snatched up again. A swan building a nest trampled him flat, twisting him into the right shape for its nest. Then a heavy body sat down on him. The branchman was plunged into darkness. Meanwhile, his wife and daughter were desperately looking for him. They searched many places but found nothing. Seeing the swan family huddled together warmly made the branchman think of his own family. When the swans finally left, he struggled free from the twigs and prepared to go home. But suddenly, an oar struck him, knocking him unconscious, and he drifted all the way down the river into the sea. When he finally woke up, he tried hard to swim back to shore, but the huge waves forced him underwater again and again. Before long, he was washed up on the beach. At that moment, his wife had reached the bird's nest. She found a fallen leaf from her husband, and stared out at the endless sea in agony. Meanwhile, the branchman was picked up by a boy on the beach. The boy waved him around in his hand, then threw him aside again. He was soon used as a flagpole, a paintbrush, a bow, a bat, even a boomerang. Before long, he collapsed, then was tossed into a fireplace as firewood. Just as he was about to burn, he heard someone calling for help from the chimney. The kind-hearted branchman climbed up and pulled Santa Claus out. Santa then took him along to deliver presents. When they arrived at the last few houses, the branchman was stunned. It was the home he had longed for all this time. The treehouse suddenly shook, and his wife and children rushed out to look. When they saw him, they embraced him in tears. After enduring countless hardships, the family was finally reunited.